something that may resonate with you if you happen to have Pisces in your sun, moon, rising, Venus dominant in your natal chart. You're cross-watching for a Piscean. You have Pisces in your 7th house, like I said, or you're cross-watching for someone with those placements. Pisces, keep in mind that this is a general reading. This automatically means Pisceans and cross-watchers that not everything mentioned in this reading may actually apply to your situation. Take what genuinely is a message for you, leave the rest. Don't get caught up in messages that don't apply to you. And please don't make any rash decisions based on a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can always book a reading on my website, which happens to be angelicaascensionstarot.com. Lastly, Pisceans, we're going to go over some topics that might be delicate. I happen to be a reader that's very straightforward and to the point. If these are things that are disturbing to you, go ahead and miss this one. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to dive into this with me, Pisces, let's get into these channel messages. Joshua Tree, I hope we don't get stuck. Lollipops, Jasper, Satchel, Cherry, Ocelot. It's Bluetooth accessible. Daily access. You say no when you really mean yes. Play it by ear. Cut, copy, paste. Phoenix. The name Jason. Tweet and delete. Crenshaw Boulevard. Lennox. Hook'em Horns. Maybe somebody's from Texas. Okay, since it's a Texas reference. All right, let's get into it. Happy late Mother's Day. Thank you, Nate. Hey, Trend Zone. Let's get into it. Pisces Nation. As soon as I part the deck and shuffle, you're dealing with a Leo. Some of you Pisceans. Or somebody with Leo in their chart. Yep, that's what that looks like to me, Pisces. So maybe some of you have something going on with a Leo right about this time. You might have a Leo that might be coming around. And whoever we're talking about, it seems like somebody might be kind of maybe a bit disappointed. Maybe you don't trust someone in particular, Pisces. It feels like somebody has obviously hurt you. You feel hurt by something. It seems like you're stuck on this right about now. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what's going on with Pisces? Ooh, distorted desire. As soon as I part the deck, I don't even feel the need to shuffle the cards. I think this is it. I think you had a certain expectation about a relationship, Pisces. Maybe you're looking back on a situation and you're feeling that maybe the way that you looked, maybe somebody distorted something for you, but I think that maybe you're seeing something entirely different now. And maybe it's causing you to realize that maybe it's time to really focus on yourself. Focus on self-love right about now. Because it definitely feels like there's some sort of gaping wound. Maybe some of you are diabetic. Maybe some of you are having some sort of cardiac issue. You or someone around you, but it definitely feels like you're leaving something behind. You might be feeling very emotional. There's teardrops in both of these cards. So something might be triggering you. Triggering a lot of emotion because it looks like you are turning over a new page. Because of something that you see it clearly, and maybe it's something that has disappointed you. Let's see, where do we go from here? Somebody has you in a third party, has had, past tense. You had 3 people in this card, as though maybe this is the reason that you're realizing this. This is the reason that you're leaving something behind, and maybe it's very hurtful for you to turn the page and move on. Now, let's make it clear. In the past, it feels like there was something to do with temptation. So I kind of get the sense that with this 3 of Swords here, that not only was there temptation, somebody kind of, it seems like there was some sort of cheating involved in this situation. And it seems like this is something that maybe you're still hurt by. So tempted to call you Cancer, even though I know I'm not reading for Cancer, I'm reading for Pisces. But some of you are dealing with another water sign. another Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Some of you. I saw that at the top of the reading. Let's see what happens from here. What's going on with the Pisces nation? Oh, somebody has a chip on their shoulder. Maybe you're not speaking to a Libra. Oh, are you getting into it with someone? Here's your water sign. This could be you, Pisces, or like I said, that's who you're dealing with. Yeah, somebody doesn't know how to fix this. Something is a waste of time. It looks like you're really looking at a situation. It seems like you want to be happy, but it seems like maybe you're not happy in this situation. Somebody leaving for a third-party situation. Not all of you Pisceans have a third party, but it's glaringly obvious in this reading that that's something that is going on for some of you Pisceans, is or was. Somebody's married or they're in a committed relationship. You're obsessing over something. I think you're obsessing over the past. Pisces, you're someone with a very strong intuition. So it feels as though you were able to pick up on maybe some things that were kept from you. You have an Aries that has entered the picture. Maybe some of you are Pisces, Aries cusp. You see this? You see what I mean? There's like a teardrop. And now 3 of your cards. I really want to say 4 because this person appears to be crying as well. If it's not you that's crying over this situation, somebody is. Somebody might be feeling emotional over this because it seems like this is hanging over somebody's head right about now. What's going on with it? Pisces nation. Okay, so maybe you're not currently speaking to this person. I did say somebody's thinking about you or thinking about the things that have gone down. What's going on with Pisces? What is somebody thinking about? Oh, somebody doesn't know how to let you go. And the truth is, you didn't imagine it. Some of you Pisceans, you're in the thick of this week. Your intuition is telling you that there's something going on. You're not imagining it. You're not crazy. Even though somebody has the capability, it feels like, to gaslight you into believing that maybe it's not the truth. You know what I mean? Because it looks like somebody's trying to get in your head or you're being manipulated in some sort of way. Somebody's mean, Pisces. Somebody has the ability to kind of push your buttons, push you away. I kind of want to say somebody's bullying you. Pisces, this could go either way. You could be the bully in the situation. Somebody could be looking at you this way. I think what you're coming to see, Pisces, or the lesson is that the universe is reflecting back to you your double-minded energy. It seems like you want love, but you push it away at the same time. You fear the very thing that you want. So it looks like you crave companionship, but at the same time, but I kind of see why. But I think that might be the case for some of you Pisceans. Let's see what might be going on. Some of you have, I feel, what could be a court case. Some of you this week, Pisces, you're waking up to the fact that you deserve better. Maybe you're not on speaking terms with this person, but maybe you have a very telepathic connection. Someone could soon be blowing up your phone. Maybe about this. There's some sort of delay. Okay. So maybe you're not talking to this person right now, but I think someone's going to be getting in touch with you, even though maybe you're not speaking. Some of you Pisceans, you are on speaking terms with this person, but there's something in particular you might need to talk about. It just seems like maybe somebody doesn't know how to bring it up. Let me see what this is. I don't know why you're not talking about something or what that subject is. This feels like somebody doesn't know how to fix this. One of you is holding on to hope that maybe somebody will return 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords. I think that's the case. I don't think somebody knows how to fix this. Maybe the issues in this relationship have become too heavy. Now, this does not have to be just a romantic relationship. We'll be talking about spirit guides. Oh, it is. You are. That's interesting how this came out. Okay. So there is somebody talking to you any kind of way. Like I said, this could be a family member. You have some sort of fractured relationship with a family member. This is either someone is saying something, manipulating you, trying to get in your head about something, or this is just your normal everyday interaction. I think that this week words have power. Something that you may say to someone, Pisces or crosswatcher, these words may hurt and may cause more damage than you may know. And it seems like somebody's really holding on to this situation as if this is all that they can think about. Or like I said, they're obsessed with the situation. The biggest issue is that somebody doesn't know how to let you go, or somebody doesn't know how to let something go of the past. Let's make it clear. Either a parent-child situation, it could even be. Somebody's suffering in silence. So this is what I mean. It seems like somebody doesn't know how to fix the damage that was done. Remember, I was telling you, I showed you there's 3 cards here, 4 cards where there's teardrops, a lot of emotion. Somebody's still to this day affected by something that was said. And I don't know if this is all just connected to the past or what the current events in this relationship, but somebody is drowning. We're going to see what this is about. What's going on with the Pisces? Some of you Pisceans are in some sort of physical pain. You don't feel appreciated, it seems like. And maybe you feel like someone is all out for themselves because it looks like there's greed in this situation. Maybe you're not feeling like yourself. Yep, you might have a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. Maybe you're having panic attacks. And maybe this is what's kind of getting to you. Maybe that's something that has you feeling emotional is panic attacks. Maybe you're losing motivation for things. I don't know, Pisces. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with you. Oh, yeah. You're worried about something, like panicked. Now, let's make it clear. A third-party situation I mentioned to you earlier. Somebody already knows. Even though maybe somebody, like I said, tried to gaslight you into believing that that's not what it was or that's not what you saw, you're completely aware of what's going on behind your back, Pisces or crosswatcher. I think that's what has you emotional about the situation. Okay, I think I see a few other things that might be going on. Maybe some of you might be kind of late with your bills. You might be having some sort of issue with your landlord. But yes, some sort of addiction. I mentioned in the Cancer reading that some of you, the relationship is the addiction. Oh, yeah, it is. It has something to do with what someone is saying. Somebody might act completely different, Pisces, once they've had something to drink. Because it seems like somebody is an alcoholic in your situation, or somebody is a user of some sort. They use people. What's going on with Pisces, spirit guides? Tell me what's going on with Pisces. Okay, well, let's talk about it. There's some other things that are coming up in your reading. I mentioned to you something about your living situation. Mentioned to you maybe you're having some sort of an issue with your landlord. Okay. Some of you Pisceans, you're having some sort of financial issue. Some sort of like financial setback. Okay. That's why you want to move. You got some nosy people in your situation. Because I definitely see somebody that's maybe very invasive, especially if this has something to do with something legal that you have going on. Because I did mention some of you have a court case. What's going on with Pisces? You got 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. I think you might be having some sort of financial trouble, Pisces. I said, if it's not you, then it's somebody around you. Hey, Crystal, thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, Cleopatra. Okay. All right. Some sort of repetitive thing. We're talking about your money. Let's see. On the bottom of the deck, increasing. I think maybe this is you drowning in some sort of debt. Now, if you're not drowning emotionally, it makes sense. You're a water sign. Not to say it's only water signs that get emotional. Other signs get emotional too. But it seems like either you're dealing with someone who does not know how to process their emotions. Maybe they're emotional. The only like emotion you really see from this person is anger, you know? But besides that sort of emotion, it seems like maybe somebody just doesn't know how to deal with it. Seems like you're in that situation again and again. But since we're talking about your money, I think that you're finding yourself in the same situation over and over, especially when it comes to your living situation and your expenses. It seems like maybe it is kind of hard for you to keep your head above water financially. So maybe this week you might be facing some sort of legal situation, and maybe there's a court situation that you feel that you can't fight, or you feel like you're not equipped to really handle what may come of this situation. Because it looks like you're struggling. Maybe in a few different areas. Somebody's struggling emotionally, which we established, but it looks like maybe you're taking on a lot. Okay, we talked about that. That's what's going on with you. I think it's because you don't have an outlet to your feelings, or there's someone that you feel that you cannot talk to. It feels like in general, Pisces, you might have trust issues. So you might be stuffing a lot of this emotion down, but it's like, how long can you possibly keep this up? You know, it feels like at some point you got Three of Swords once again beneath that. So this is what I mean. Whatever this is that's going on beneath the surface, it seems like something might need to come up. It's just talking about your finances, but I see something here that I think I'm going to switch gears and talk about. I mentioned to you this whole scenario where you feel that it's time to turn the page. It's time to move forward and maybe focus on your healing journey, because let's talk about it. Let's make that clear. That's coming up in your reading. You're healing from something if it's not physical and you're not in like a DV situation, because some of you are. Somebody's putting their hands on you. They're not just verbally aggressive. It seems like somebody is physically aggressive, and somebody might have physical wounds as a result of this. Pisces, if this is you, it's the mama bear kicking in. Forgive me. Get out of this. Get out of this cycle. For some of you, if this is genuinely your reading, you're just chasing a circle here. Somebody's returning. Somebody is maybe thinking about coming back. Taurus, Cancer, and Scorpio, as well as Sagittarius are highlighted here. Somebody is coming back. This could be someone who could live at a physical distance from you. Let's see. I don't think that they're done with this third-party situation and this whole nosy situation that I was talking about. Some of you, this is family members that might be kind of just concerned about your well-being. I mean, because it you know, I don't, like I said, something's glaringly obvious. Like maybe before somebody was like the king or queen of like camouflaging what's really going on. It just seems like this week there is no hiding it. It's like it's written all over your face, or it's written all over someone's face about what they're going through. Now, we got it again. You got repeating cards. So this is what I mean. We're talking about someone returning. Has someone changed? Not likely. This feels like this is an on again, off again relationship. You talked about repeating chasms. So this is what I mean. This is a repeat of the same cycle. You got Three of Swords twice, Five of Cups twice. You know what I mean? Five of Swords twice. So it just seems like you had 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. None of this looks like it's a healthy relationship. But you know what? I'm just the reader. I'm the outside looking in. but it looks like somebody doesn't expect for you to stand up for yourself. I don't know if we're talking about this in particular. You got the Emperor. I mentioned to you in Aries, this definitely is a parent-child situation. We're talking about children, and we talked about a father figure with this situation. Maybe there's a father that shows more like a favoritism situation. There might be a kid that might really be in need of a parental figure's attention. I said it's going to be obvious to you. Or if you don't quite see it, you'll definitely pick it up. Parental figure. That maybe your child is going through something. Maybe your child is a grown adult, and maybe they're the ones in this relationship that we're talking about. Once again, we have a Leo. Some of you, maybe somebody had a child on you. Maybe that's what this legal situation is about. Maybe this has something to do with paternity. Maybe identifying paternity, because we got father that came out here, and then we have this whole thing about there's a missing father in this picture. Some of you, this is your baby's dad coming back, potentially. Okay, let's go back and talk about this legal situation. Like I mentioned to you, some of you, you're having some sort of an issue with your landlord, okay? Or you have some sort of legal case, maybe pertaining to children or a child in particular. Either this is going on or you're worried about it. But by the look of it, it seems like you're going through it. Some sort of custody case. What are we talking about? Spirit guides. What's going on with Pisces? All right. Spirit guides want to give me this to read about. Some of you, the reason that your child might be going through something, it doesn't even have to be your child. This could be you. You might be protecting your child from someone that you feel is a threat to them. And what I mean by this is somebody might be an offender, a pedo. We're talking about an addict. Yeah, somebody's really getting, maybe this is what's just irritating you this week. Like I said, maybe you feel like somebody's alcohol issue is just getting out of hand. This feels like this is a drunk driving situation. You gotta be dealing with a Cancer. Spirit guys, show me what's going on legally with the Pisces, because it looks like somebody is looking into a whole situation, looking into something connected to you. If you do have a legal situation, if it has something to do with DUI, you've got to talk to a lawyer. There's going to be consequences for someone's actions, it looks like. So it kind of leads me to believe that maybe somebody, here's the Emperor once again, you got to be dealing with an Aries, or like I said, you are the Pisces Aries. You might, okay, some sort of legal consequence. This is why I'm saying you might really benefit from getting some sort of legal counsel connected to this situation. Goodness, what is this? Because it looks like somebody's maybe possibly trying to gather evidence on you. Okay, I think I see the picture. You must have had some sort of particular incident. I mentioned to you, some of you are in a DV situation. It seems like the cops were called. So maybe this is what you're coming to realize. Maybe this is, you got a card here that says, I don't know how to let you go. Okay. So it seems like now you're realizing that you got to get out of this situation, but maybe you're not sure what to do or what comes next about a living situation, or maybe you're just overly concerned about what might happen with somebody else's addiction. It just seems like there's a lot on your plate. But like I said, you got a legal situation. Somebody is looking into someone. Possibly, that's interesting. Justice came out. It was just kind of sitting there. Okay. This is due to some sort of conflict. So I think you're getting into it with someone. This is exactly what I was sensing. Be careful that your arguments are not getting out of hand. The devil made me do it. I think somebody is putting their hands on someone. The devil, finger quotations, devil is somebody's addiction. I think some alcohol is pushing somebody to maybe act out of character or do some things that maybe they would not normally do when they're sober. Somebody's very depressed, by the way. And I think some of you, this could be a welfare check. Somebody could be checking in on somebody's goodness, well-being, but especially connected to a child. Spirit guides, show me that's what you're worried about, some of you. That maybe the law is going to catch up with you or to someone, or what may become of someone as a result of whatever has played out or what could potentially play out, because it looks like you're worried about what might happen. The lesson this week, Pisces, is to trust yourself and to trust the universe's plan for you. It seems like on some level, Pisces, and I hope I'm not, I don't want to make it seem as though, like, I'm not trying to make you be paranoid about trusting people. Let's go there. You're very intuitive. But in some instances, it seems like you could be giving your trust to others too lightly. There is a door that needs to close in your life, whether this is a move or this is a close of a relationship or whatever this happens to be. As one door closes, another one opens for you. But it seems like maybe you've been resistant to this change. Or like I said, you're just depressed and worried. And maybe it's just kind of keeping you in place. Right now, this is a time of trust. Okay? But I will say someone's curious about you and somebody's coming back around. If this is you in a DV situation, I promise you, I told you that some things in this reading might get intense. And if you are like I said, if you're not the type that if you're not in the headspace to hear about this thing, you can go ahead and click off now, okay? Because I'm gonna talk about some stuff. We talked about this DV, right? It's not easy to talk about. Pisces, you gotta get some of you. This is a warning for someone. Somebody means you bodily harm, or somebody could possibly go too far. You get what I mean? So this feels like this is meant to be a wake-up call for someone to get out of something, because it already feels like something has gone far enough, where somebody has caused physical damage. Was there some sort of stabbing, this feels like? All right, let's switch gears. Let's talk about something lighter. Let's see if there's something lighter in your reading, okay? But like I mentioned to you, Pisces, somebody's coming back. And your guides are really trying to say, you know what? You might potentially repeat the same cycle. Like I said, let's make it clear somebody may not have completely changed. Let's see what's going on with Pisces at work. Pisces Nation at work, spirit guides. Since we got the legal situation coming up, maybe some of you work in the law. Yes. You're lawyers, paralegals, you get what I mean? This sort of thing. It just seems like you're not sure what's next for you. Because it looks like you're living moment by moment. So maybe that's what's going on career-wise. Maybe you're not sure what's next or what the future holds. Or some of you, this is where you're living right now because it looks like it's time to move. Oh, money? I mentioned to you. I think you do. And that's what, for some of you, this legal situation is about. Maybe you have money coming in and you're waiting for it. Money might be a bit delayed. Some of you are evaluating if you should stay or go in whatever area in your life. If it's a relationship, it's a job. But I think this is with work, because it does look like for some of you Pisceans, you have a new opportunity that's coming in for you. Let's look into this. What's going on with Pisces in their career? Some of you, you could be interning somewhere. Oh, that's why. I think you don't like the place that you work. Something about this is a bit toxic for some of you. Okay, you got some people that are gossiping, people that are running their mouth. I mentioned to you, you got some nosy, invasive people. For some of you, this is going down at work. That's odd. No, it isn't. What am I talking about? It's not. Maybe you work in social media. Or maybe somebody is like a well-known person, celebrity type individual. And this could be tabloids, blogs that are kind of like, you know what I mean, invasive. But it seems like they're only doing so because other people want to run their mouth. Other people want to know. And maybe it's not like that. But some of you, I think that that's what this is. You don't like necessarily the place that you work. And please don't let this be you going to work drunk, Pisces. There might be a loan that could possibly be coming in. Somebody could possibly be going to loan you money. Or you could be getting approved for a home loan, a car loan of some sort. Or this is just like a cash loan to kind of tide you over until maybe you get paid again. Maybe this is not a pay week for you. But I see something that's resolvable. At the beginning of the week, like I said, it seems like you're out of your mind. You're scared. You're not sure what's going to happen. You got all these daggers, these knives coming at you. We're going to talk about that. I think that this has something to do with gossip. You got a lot of negative energy that's being, or a lot of aggressive energy. You got a snake down here. Since we're talking about work, I think is that type of thing. I told you, I think it's your work environment. You might have some snakes, or at least one. So what, if at all possible, Pisces, pull yourself together before going into those doors at work. Because like I said, it's glaringly obvious. It's written all over your face that something is going on. Not to say that human beings don't go through things. We all do. It just seems like you work around some very judgy, nosy people for some of you. And somebody might try to take advantage of this information. Because it definitely feels, like I said before, information is circulating. I said you might work around some very messy people, Pisces. If somebody's not in jail, I think somebody's worried about it. Otherwise, this is your state of mind. You might feel stuck in this situation. Thank you. You do. You have an enemy at work or someplace around you, maybe around your living situation. Maybe that's why you want to move. And somebody's going through it. Okay. And for some of you, this enemy is coming up as a friend. And for others of you, this is a lover. So let's see. What are you going to do about this, Pisces? Well, I think you're seeing it. Maybe you've been waiting to see what someone's real intentions are. Maybe you can't. I can't say that you can't read people. I just think that you might doubt your intuition. Somebody around you, Pisces, is not trustworthy. Once again, the Emperor. I don't know. Somebody could feel that it's you, Pisces, or maybe that's, see what we're talking about? It's a love relationship. Some of you are going to court due to a child. Or this is who's coming through. So the financial situation, it seems like you're able to find a way to get through some things. Maybe you do work at on social media, or maybe you don't. Seems like there's naysayers. If you are on social media, there's a lot of hecklers, a lot of trolls. This is what I mean. People that may take advantage of your mental state. Because it seems like you're going through some sort of depression. You feel stuck in a work situation that maybe you don't like because you have a lot of responsibilities. And like I said, maybe it's time to switch gears. We talked about some sort of shift. So some of you could possibly be leaving this work situation and deciding to do something else. I mentioned to you, this is the week to really trust your intuition, trust your inner guidance about something that maybe you're making a decision about. Pisces. Did I say it? I just say there's a lot of aggression coming at you. Somebody thinks something is funny, or somebody might be putting their foot in their mouth. You get what I mean? Somebody is very much in their ego this week. Or they just have been. Like I said, maybe this is just your normal interaction with someone. Yep. So this is what I mean. Something that you did not see, you're able to see something clearly. You've been waiting to see something, and now you see it. And maybe this is a way out, okay? I said, maybe you're confused at the beginning of the week. You're not sure what to do. You're going to see how to navigate something. Maybe something is requiring you to wait, Pisces. So that's what I mean. That's the lesson this week, is to trust. Anything else, Holy Spirit, for the Pisces nation? If you need to go to the doctor, Pisces, maybe it's an insurance thing for you. Because your body is, I guess, your body is maybe trying to send you a message. I was going to say your guides are sending you a message, but I suppose it's your body. Some of you Pisceans, oh, did I mention a Virgo? A Virgo. Some of you Pisceans, maybe it's time to visit the gynecologist. Maybe it's been a long time since you've gone to the doctor, the dentist, or whatever. What, sir? Go have a seat, please. Let's see. Oh, as soon as I pick up the deck, Three of Swords, it might be time to go visit the doctor. Yeah, you gotta be, it reminds me of St. Patrick's Day. You gotta be an Aries Pisces, or you're just dealing with an Aries, a March Aries, or something crazy may have happened in the month of March. Where am I going with this? Oh, you're going to the doctor, the dentist. Oh, this has everything to do with your mental state. It seems like, yeah, it might be time to really look into your mental health. So some of you, maybe you're going to get some sort of evaluation, or you're going to talk to someone. If you are talking to someone, I mentioned to you, it's a legal situation. You lawyer up, you get some legal advice, Pisces. What's going on with Pisces, spirit guides, health-wise? You are. I think you're moving to a new town. You talk about this relationship. You see this knife here and this wound here. And then beneath that is betrayal. That's what I mean. Some sort of stabbing or some sort of weapon, aggression is used in a particular situation. Maybe that's why you're going to the doctor. Or this is why you're talking to someone that can help you. I started off talking about this saying that you may be waiting to see the doctor. It, like I said, it could be due to some sort of issue that is outside of you. Well, no, spirit guides say it's fear. So maybe it's fear as to maybe what you might hear back. Maybe you might be expecting the worst out of something, out of a particular situation, but maybe it might not be a bad idea to go and look into something, especially when it comes to women's health. As random as this may sound, maybe you might need to go get a mammogram. I did say a pap smear, something such as this. Like I said, maybe something such as something simple, like I mentioned to you, dental visit. Some of you, somebody might be talking to someone about getting their sobriety in check. I mean, you could be talking to a relationship counselor or counseling for a child. This week, it looks like forgiveness really does heal, Pisces, because it seems like you've been holding on to something. Again, a verbal attack, a physical attack, something that somebody has said to you. It feels like, Pisces, you want justice for this. So this is why your guys are emphasizing healing. Forgiveness doesn't let the other person off the hook. So maybe that's the thing. It's just hard for you to forget what someone has done and you want justice. And it seems like you're going to be receiving that justice. Some of you are receiving a blessing. I mentioned to you some sort of monetary gift could be coming in. And it could be that half the things that you're worried about may not even happen. Okay? Because like I said, it looks like somebody's worried that they're going to get some jail time. Okay? You got intuition twice. We're going to look into that. Didn't I say something going on with the heart? Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen, incite, and sense moment to moment what is needed. That's crazy. You have another card here that says moment to moment. So it seems like it's that type of week. It's very unpredictable. You might kind of really have to tap in and trust your intuition as far as maybe what comes next. That's it, because you might not know. It might, like I said, you might have some uncertainty, or you might be facing some personal doubts about what the right action is to take in a situation where you just, you know what I mean? You don't know what's ahead of you. Trust your gut. Go get some fresh air, Pisces. You're just kind of stuck. It looks like stuck indoors a lot. Stuck in the four walls of your mind. Something may need to change. Yes, you do. That is crazy. I just literally said something needs to change. It is. And yeah, I said you want to see justice. You want to see somebody get their karma, because some of you, this is not a physical attack. This is a spiritual attack. Like I said, somebody thinks something is real funny. For some of you, you have that sort of a situation going on. Like I said, something may change in your situation. It may be about to, and things might be about to look up for you. Especially, abundance isn't just limited to finances. Anything else, Holy Spirit, for yes, thank you. You're looking for some sort of guidance. And this guidance comes in for you, but it seems like you got to calm your mind. This is why grounding comes up, which is why I was talking about going outside. Maybe that might help with your anxiety attack. I'm not sure. You got meditation here as well, some sort of grounding exercise. Otherwise, this is what I mean by grounding, is something where you can manage your stress, talk yourself off the ledge type of thing. You know what I mean? Something that brings you a sense of calm and peace when you're going through sensory overload, whatever that happens to be. But this is the emphasis that I'm putting on this is stress management. You got to be able to manage your stress so that you can hear from your guides. Because like I mentioned, something in your situation is bound to change, because your guides are sending you some sort of message, insight about something, or this shows up through a messenger that may come through in your situation. Things may be, by doing so, following this guidance and finding a way to, like I said, manage your stress, you might notice that things flow a bit easier, especially by listening to your intuition, which I think that you're very gifted with, Pisces. If you are open to the idea of there being a higher power, prayer works in this situation, Pisces. That's why your spirit guides step in. You might get an important phone call this week, Pisces. Somebody's trying to get in touch with you. It's your call. About whether or not you take this phone call from this particular individual, it's just going to be entirely up to you. And not all of this is a call from a person from the past. We could be talking about work opportunities or whatever. Maybe there's someone that maybe you might need to reach out to. And maybe that's who you're running to. Maybe that's who I see you running to in your reading is your spirit guides. You are looking for guidance, it feels like, for some of you, Pisces. You might be going to the water. Maybe the water is calling your name this week, Pisces. Maybe you're going to the ocean. Yep, didn't I say? A messenger comes through. Some of you have a guardian angel. Maybe this is someone that may have passed away. And this person is your guardian angel. Maybe you might be seeing a lot of spirit signs. Maybe you might be seeing a lot of feathers or whatever. That kind of, whatever kind of, am I trying to say? Your ancestors, your spirit guides may be sending you a particular message. You might get a visit from the spirit world, Pisces. The advice, spirit guides for the Pisces nation. Receive. Bottom of the deck, cleanse. I think that's definitely necessary, but let's talk about this. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now is the time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So we're talking about ebb and flow. Sometimes things come and things go. Sometimes doors open. You know what I mean? Sometimes chapters close. Sometimes new ones open. That's just part of life. And your guys say you're about to receive something I mentioned to you. It's some sort of blessing. Some sort of information, insight, gift. Whatever form that happens to show up for you. It could even be a package that maybe you might be receiving this week. Whose birthday is this? We're Taurus. Maybe you might be celebrating the birthday of a Taurus, or maybe your sun sign is Taurus, and maybe you have Pisces elsewhere. You're about to receive something from your guides, it feels like, or from someone that you feel is important to you. Leo is the dominant energy. Yeah, it seems like it could be coming in the form of communication, or something is pointed out to you, some sort of resource that maybe you didn't feel like maybe you overlooked it, or it just wasn't available or accessible to you at some point, and maybe now it is. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. So you can wash your car, clean your house, or tidy your office. Your body also needs care and attention, which we talked about. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. So maybe this is what this is. We're talking about ebbing and flowing and tides. Maybe it's time to go to the beach. Maybe. If that's because it seems like some time in nature is where your spirit guides are meeting you at. Ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. You have a lot of help from the spirit realm. All right. Your spirit guides, they show up several times in your reading, I said, to provide some sort of guidance. But it definitely feels as though you may need to reach out for this guidance. It's not, you have a free will decision. It's not like your spirit guides push something on you. It's up to you to access this. Request it. It seems like your angels are there at your beck and call. Self-love. We talked about it. This is the week of healing. Tell us about this self-love, spirit guides. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Some of you are going through some sort of physical surgery or some sort of cosmetic, that's interesting, cosmetic procedure. You might, like your body might physically need time to kind of replenish itself. Now is the time to heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your mind, body, and soul. You've been keeping a lot in. Something about this, you're getting some sort of guidance about how to heal. Maybe that's the issue, is that you don't know how to let go of certain things, Pisces. Magic comes when spirit winks at us. Stay aware of synchronicities that provide unexpected answers. Positive forces are always at play in your life. We talked about some sort of change. Like I said, you don't know which is the right action to take. That's what I said. The message comes through, either through a messenger, some sort of coincidence, maybe in a dream or a meditation. With that, Pisces Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If this reading was helpful to you, help me out by giving this reading a thumbs up so that it can reach others. Consider subbing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you, Pisces Nation and Cross Watchers, for deciding to spend this time with me. Have a blessed, beautiful, and productive week. I'll see y'all in the next one, Pisces Nation. Next zodiac sign, starting in a few minutes, will be Scorpio. Peace out.